What is going on, Undisputed Army? Welcome to a new video. Today is going to be our full in-depth Hell in a Cell 2017 review, recap, and breakdown. I know I'm getting this out a bit late. I've been pretty busy today, so I'm going to try and keep things brief so I can get this up before Monday Night Raw, which is going to be very much a struggle. But anyways, it was a really good pay-per-view in my opinion. Probably one of the better ones of the year. Some really good matches, not as much finishes. But anyways, we'll start off with the kickoff show. Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable versus the Hype Bros. This was a decent match, just your typical kickoff show. Anyways, a minor miscommunication between the Hype Bros. Zack Ryder took the pin after the powerbomb and top rope clothesline sort of thing from Gable and Benjamin. So Gable and Benjamin win. There was no turn for the Hype Bros. Kind of surprised me. But that was the kickoff match. So that's the kickoff show basically. So now let's get into the main show. So, kicking things off on the main show, we did start right off with a Hell in a Cell match. The match of the night, in my opinion, the Usos and the New Day. I'm convinced that these two teams cannot have a bad match because they absolutely tore it down. All out with weapons. I mean, there was kendo sticks, kind of like rainbow kendo sticks for the New Day. They had trombones, a cowbell at one point. There was handcuffs, lots of crazy, crazy spots. One of my favorites, there was a suicide spear that Big E usually does, but they went right into the cage. Looked really vicious. They did some sort of a Uranagi type thing by Big E onto Xavier Woods, who did a backstabber onto one of the Usos who took it. That was insane. At one point, they put one of the Usos in the corner and kind of like trapped him in the corner with kendo sticks in between the chain links, and he was trapped in the corner for a bit. The Usos handcuffed Big E, and Big E managed to break free. They handcuffed Xavier and hung him from the ring post, but it all ended with the Usos doing the double splash onto Xavier Woods, who had a chair laying on his chest. This match was insane. By far match of the night in my opinion. Really set the bar for the show. I really, really enjoyed this. If you've not seen this match, I definitely recommend it. Anyways, next up we did have Rusev versus Randy Orton, and this match was actually pretty good. It was your typical wrestling match. Randy Orton and Rusev, they're great. It wasn't amazing. There was no oh my god moments. But anyways, Randy Orton was doing his thumping on the mat for the RKO. Rusev kind of rolled backwards and got him in the accolade. Randy slipped out, hit the RKO, 1, 2, 3. Kind of disappointing. I really did want Rusev to win this match, but we all knew it was coming, so Randy Orton did pick up the win here. Up next, we had the triple threat match. Yes, Ty Dillinger was added to the U.S. title match, along with AJ and Corbin. This match was alright. Corbin kind of worked them both at the start, then AJ had a bit of a comeback. But anyways, AJ did hit the phenomenal forearm on Ty Dillinger. Corbin booted him out of the ring, and then Corbin did cover Ty for the win. So your new U.S. champion is Baron Corbin. It would seem the only reason that Dillinger was thrown in there was to take the pin. No surprise there. But anyways, new U.S. champ Baron Corbin. Really, really happy for him because of all the losses he's been suffering lately. I think it is much deserved. Anyways, up next we did have the women's match. Charlotte Flair defeated Natalya via disqualification. Natalya hit her with a chair after Charlotte tried to do a moonsault. They really worked Charlotte's knee in this match. I guess she's got a knee injury now, so that's a thing. But Charlotte did not win like I predicted, so that really sucks. Carmella did not cash in. Natalya just walks away with the title. Anyways, up next we had, in my opinion, probably the worst match of the night. No surprise here. Jinder Mahal's in it. Jinder Mahal beats Nakamura. Really back and forth match. The Stings tried to get involved a lot. They get ejected from ringside. Nakamura hits the Kinshasa, but it takes too long for the ref to get in, and Jinder manages to grab the rope. Nakamura goes for it again, but Jinder throws him into the corner. He kind of like Kinshasas the turnbuckle, and apparently that hurts. And then he took the Colossus, and 1, 2, 3, pinned clean once again. Then Bobby Roode Ziggler. This match was, again, kind of lackluster. Bobby Roode did pick up the win as predicted. Ziggler went for a roll-up with the tights, and then Roode actually rolled Ziggler up for the tights. So maybe they're teasing a heel turn there. But when Roode was celebrating, Ziggler ran up, zigzagged him, and that was pretty much that match. Now let's get on to our main event. So last but not least, of course, we had the main event. Shane McMahon, Kevin Owens. Falls count anywhere, Hell in a Cell. This was kind of interesting. They brawled on the outside to start. They went back into the inside. Shane hit the coast to coast. Owens did a frog splash. Shane looked for the shooting star press, but Owens did move out of the way. It looked really, really bad. Shane always lands on his knees, and it makes me cringe so much. But anyways, they did get out onto the outside eventually, of course. But first, Owens kind of went for a cannonball sort of thing through a table, and of course Shane jumped out of the way and Owens went through the table. But they did get to the outside eventually, and they were fighting on the outside. Owens kind of had Shane on the announce table. He went up on the barricade, acted like he was going to do like a senton or something, and then he kind of had second thoughts, looked to the top of the cage. He went and climbed up, acted like he was going to jump off, kind of chickened out, backed up again, ran again, and chickened out again, started walking to the other side of the cell. So Shane starts coming up the cell now. They start fighting on the top. There's all this crazy stuff on the top, a Russian leg sweep, a pop-up powerbomb. It honestly looked like one of the panels were going to break on the roof, which would have been absolutely devastating because one of them could have legitimately died. Just ask Mick Foley about that. But anyways, Owens kind of did start chickening out again. He started climbing down the cell wall, so Shane went down after him. Kind of reminiscent of Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose. Both men are hitting each other on the side of the cell, but both men do not fall. Owens falls through a table. Shane goes down now, and then Shane brings Owens onto the other table, climbs to the top of the cell like you can see on the screen right now, and Shane does jump, and of course he splats right through the table. When we come back down, Owens had moved from the table, but not on his own. Sami Zayn pulled Kevin Owens off the table at the last second, which is insane, or insane, I guess you could say. Then Sammy helps Owens win, which was nuts. I was really hoping this was going to happen. I honestly didn't think it was going to, but it would seem like Sami Zayn has turned heel, which he really did need, let's be honest here. And you can see why. I mean, he hasn't been given much opportunity here on SmackDown, so that's very, very interesting. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens back on the same page. I'd personally love to see them as tag champs or something like that down the line. Really, really awesome way to end the show here. That was just a phenomenal end to the pay-per-view, man. It was a really good show overall. I really, really enjoyed it. That is basically the review for the show, but I'm really looking forward to what we've got coming up at Survivor Series. I'm going to guess right now maybe Team Shane versus Team Kevin. Obviously, Shane could probably have AJ Styles. Kevin could probably have Sami Zayn, and then throw a bunch of other top heels and faces in there. I don't know, but I'm looking forward to it. Let me know your thoughts down below on the pay-per-view, down below in the comment section. Go subscribe to our WWE Figure channel. Subscribe to this channel. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram, all that stuff. And I will see you guys in my next video. Burn it down! This is a